Do you work for yourself? Do you have a tax liability that sometimes you just feel as though you can't do away with? Enter the Solo 401k. It's a retirement savings vehicle designed for the smallest of businesses all the way to ones that just may fit you. Hi there, Kenner French. I'm the Chief Investment Officer for Vast Holdings Group, and I also work with Vast Solutions Group. And specifically what Vast Solutions Group does tax and financial engineering for small business owners, specifically a number of ones who've instituted the Solo 401k. Now, what is the specifics of the 401k, as they call it, the Solo 401k? Imagine nearly tripling your retirement savings potential from where you are now if you don't have one and you own your own company, practice, etc. With the Solo 401k, you have a chance to ramp up your retirement savings and reduce that tax bill over time. Now, I'll give it a couple of examples. As an employee, you can defer up to $19,500 for 2020. The yearly limit is $26,000 if you're 50 and older. It's called a catch-up provision, as the IRS allows. Your annual employee contribution cannot surpass your earned income or your salary. As an employer, you can have your business make a tax-deductible profit-sharing plan contribution of 25% of your compensation is defined by the plan. If your business isn't incorporated, the annual employer contribution is 20% of your net earnings rather than 25%. If you're a self-employed individual, you must calculate the number of elective deferrals and non-elective contributions so you can make doing methods in line with the IRS. Now, total employer plus employee contributions to a Solo 401k are capped $56,500 for 2020. The annual employer contribution you make are tax deductible based on the IRS limits. Now, you're married. If your spouse earns income from your business, then he or she can also make an employee contribution to the plan in 2020, and you can make another profit sharing plan contribution on your spouse's behalf. You can also do a Roth with your Solo 401k, and then it would be called a Roth Solo 401k. The annual employee contribution limits for the Roth Solo 401k are exactly the same as for the traditional or the normal Solo 401k. Now, are plans allowed, meaning plan loans allowed? The answer to that is yes, generally speaking. Certain plan providers do permit them, though. Standard federal tax and tax penalties apply if the loan isn't paid back within 5 years and 6 years if you include the specifics for the coronavirus issue. And by the way, there are also some that allow hardship withdrawals from these plans, so you have to look at your plan documents and talk to your vendor. The administration duties for a Solo or a Roth Solo 401k are relatively light, generally speaking. There's not as much compliance testing, and you will only need to file a couple of forms with the IRS. But still, there's some compliance, but at least you do have something as far as tax liability mitigation. Now, on the whole, Solo 401k gives small business owners increased retirement savings potential. If that's what you need, then I would say take a look at them. It really depends on the circumstance. Every circumstance is different. The plans are relatively easy to create, and you're free to have one whether your business is a sole proprietor, an S Corp, a C Corp, a limited liability company, or maybe even a limited partnership. Certain independent contractors have the freedom to do a 401k or a Solo 401k in this instance. Now, what I would say is, if you're interested in adopting one or need some consultation, please contact us. You can give us a call at 888-808-8278 or check us out on the web, www.vastsolutionsgroup.com. I think you'll find, if you're looking at our website, that we've been able to help a number of people in preparing them for retirement, in helping to mitigate taxes, all at the same time while we're getting them in a place where business owners don't have to do all the administrative minutia that comes with a retirement or a Solo 401k in this case, or who knows, maybe even a Roth Solo 401k. Once again, Kenner French, thanks for taking the time to listen to this audio, hopefully in some way, some shape, or some form that it was helpful, and you've been provided some value by listening to it.